Hi fellows! In this video, I will tell you how to write report for Doppler ultrasound of carotid arteries. By clicking on Carotid Vascular Doppler Study Type, the report designer is opened. Clicking on Right Carotid Artery page, we see boxes for velocities of various components of carotid artery, that is, proximal common carotid artery, distal common carotid artery, carotid bulb, proximal internal carotid artery, and distal internal carotid artery. Also, there are boxes for external carotid artery and subclavian artery. This last box indicates internal carotid and common carotid arterial velocity ratio. Let we put value of 120 centimeters per second as peak systolic velocity in distal common carotid artery box, and 20 centimeters per second as end diastolic velocity. In the carotid bulb, we put 235 and 60, while in proximal internal carotid artery, we put values of 110. Parallel to these velocity boxes, there are check boxes for the location of plaque if present. At least 2 check boxes must be checked to calculate velocity ratio at the level of plaque. We see that clicking the second checkbox indicates the velocity ratio in this last box. Now, clicking on the Calculate percent stenosis button, it asks about the length of the plaque. Let we place value of 20 millimeters. Next, it asks about the type and surface character of the plaque. Let we select Type 1 as type and Smooth as surface character. Next, it asks about the flow pattern in segment proximal to the plaque, then it asks about flow pattern distal to the plaque. The final report generated indicate PSV distal to the stenotic segment is 235, findings favoring more than 70% luminal stenosis based on NASCET criteria. In the generated statement, if location of the plaque is less than what is shown, you have to manually delete this part of the vessel not showing the plaque. This is because velocity ratio cannot be calculated without checking to level of velocities. The next button is near occlusion. This also functions in similar way. Clicking on the selected buttons gives us the respective statement. Here, percent stenosis is not calculated. Instead, we see the near occlusion as a generated statement. Total occlusion button also functions in similar way. This last button is about vertebral artery. You can click on antegrade flow, retrograde flow, or no flow, and the condition may be. Thanks for watching the video.